When we finally got him diagnosed, they had him on a wide range of pharmaceuticals. And if you look at the side effects of some of these that are used to treat epilepsy, some of them include increased seizures. One of the pharmaceuticals they put him on gave him extreme rage. Another one got him within hours of organ failure. And thankfully, by sheer luck, we just happened to be at Cincinnati Children's Hospital for his appointment for his blood work. And they told us to stop all pharmaceuticals immediately, which with any kind of neurological medication, that's the exact opposite that doctors usually tell you to do. It's a weaning process, but that's how bad it was, how close he was to organ failure. One of the doctors actually told us, prepare a room for him. He'll be with you long term. He's going to regress. He will never live a normal life. And so that was heartbreaking for any parent to hear, when your child's 3 and you have visions of what it's going to be like for him. So thankfully, we did get him regulated on a pharmaceutical. It had its side effects. He wasn't actually able to regulate his body temperature, so he couldn't sweat. He loves sports, so we still let him play, but we were helicopter parents at best, to where we're constantly hosing him down with cold water. That he'd lost his taste buds and gained some weight, hair loss, but anyway, we got him regulated on a medication, thankfully. But then we started doing research for other alternative methods.
Emma was diagnosed when she was 3 with autism spectrum disorder. She was put on a medication called Abilify almost a year and a half ago. We noticed a lot of changes in Emma. She was very angry, very anxious. She would have meltdowns, temper tantrums whenever we went somewhere that she wasn't normally having. It didn't matter what it was, it would set her off. She had an episode that was so bad at school that she almost hurt herself. When we talked to the doctor about the side effects, he didn't offer us any kind of options. He didn't offer us anything we could do other than increasing the medications or starting a different medication.
Paige had a lot of behavior issues. She was not a happy child. I knew she wasn't happy because most children that are happy don't rage like she did. And we were just getting through the day, living hour by hour, and it was affecting the family, and just didn't know how to help her. I had to take her out of school. It was that bad. Like I couldn't send her to school in that shape. I know one pill that she was taking could cause involuntary muscle movements. You don't have to worry about that. And CBD helps cognitively, not hurts them cognitively. So I've seen a change in her cognitively wise. It's just, I don't think we would be at where we're at now if we hadn't started CBD. I really honestly believe that 100%, because I can see the wheels turning, as they say. You could see the connections that she's making and that she didn't make before. And I think it's amazing that she knows cause and effect now.
I was diagnosed a year ago with gastroparesis. Gastro means your stomach and paresis means paralyzed. So basically, when I eat, my stomach is not digesting the food at all. It just sits in my stomach. A lot of the doctors don't know what this disease is. It's an incurable disease. And of course, was put on quite a bit of different medication. I mean, sometimes the medication you're taking is worse than the disease or ailment that you might have. But it's all natural, and it does wonders for me.
He has thrown up every morning for so many years and been so nauseous. Earlier in the year, he was on some really nasty medication where he seriously ate maybe half a piece of toast a day for weeks on end. And so to see him be able to eat is good. It really messed with his head too. He would come home and he'd just stare at the walls for hours. And so for him to be able to get off of some of that and take other things has been a real blessing. I just wish that people could be able to try things like this rather than get on all kinds of medications that really do a lot of damage to them. You know, even when you have health insurance and with your copay and everything, you're paying $30 to go see the doctor. Spend $30 and get a bottle of oil and see if it isn't going to do something for you before you even bothering with that. You know, because half the time they're going to send you for more tests, which is going to cost you more money, and they're going to come back and they're going to say, oh, really, you know, it really isn't that, so I don't know really what your issue is. Well, maybe we should do this test, and you know, it's ongoing and you're not getting help. You're spending money and you're still not getting answers, and I just would love to see people try it as a first alternative instead of as a last resort.